Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a great Monday. The market really started out good. It really surprised me a little bit. So we had a really decent morning. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. But one thing I want to share with you real quick is this is an issue that a lot of new traders have, as well as seasoned traders. And this quote just pretty much sums it up. And the mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see through. And what happens, we have so much clouding our mind and so many things going through our mind. We have so much input in the middle of a trading day, especially in the morning, that we can't make sound judgments, and it makes it difficult for us to follow our trade plan. And like I've said before, and I've always said it, that it's not that hard to learn how to trade. I told you 60 hours is all it should take. Some people can learn it in 30. But the issue comes when you execute. That's where the rubber meets the road. And most people are unable to execute. And there's many different reasons. And for the next video, we're going to talk about, one of the main reasons why this happens. But, what we want to focus on today is making sure that our mind is clear. We don't have a whole lot of input, that we're filtering out all of the noise and everything that's coming into our minds. Because trying to trade in, water that's turbulent like this, and you could barely see your charts, you could barely see what's going on, it's going to be hard to stay focused. So when the water's calm, everything becomes clearer. You see the picture, you see where you want to go, you see your end result. Whenever you could see the end, you can stay the course. When you can't see the end, or the end result seems kind of fuzzy, and you start feeling like you might not get there, that's when we start making these crazy mistakes. And when everything looks like this, that's when it's hard for us to see our destination. We can't really see where we want to go. It doesn't really seem clear to us, and then we just make all kind of mistakes. So just wanted to share that with you real quick. So we traded TWLO, and I kind of missed the opening range breakdown because this thing dropped so fast. I wasn't able to get a good entry, and I wasn't going to enter right on the pre-market support here. So I waited until we broke it. I was able to get in, and I'm using this as my resistance. Now, I know I gave up a little bit of profit, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And if I didn't get a chance to take profit and it went away from me, that's fine too, because you guys know you have to stick to your rules no matter what happens. Go back and look at my April. Okay, it was a sea of red, but I came out profitable. And the reason why I did that is because I stuck to my rules. I didn't 3 days or 4 days in, I didn't start changing up stuff. I didn't hit the panic button or start complaining about this doesn't work, that doesn't work. I stayed the course. And you see where we came up. So we have to do that. So we hit our first target here, and it couldn't really crack through the 50. So we bounced, ended up stopping me out at break even. What's funny is that as soon as it stops me out, we started coming back down. So I could have let this trade cloud my judgment, and I could have just jumped short again. And what if it bounced off of this level? What if this level held and it started running up? So I waited with a clear mind and said the best trade, and this is what I was telling you in chat, and this is why I was saying what I was saying. that the best trade is under the 50. So we got in just under the 50, and we started hitting our targets. This third target, it took a little while for it to get to. The volatility died. Look at the volume. Right on cue. Right at 10:15, 10:30, the volatility is gone. And then here during lunch, it kind of picked up a little bit. Right between 11 and 12. And we were able to get our third target. And then here is the, where we stopped out on our profit stop. And the reason why I did that, look at, we had claimed the 9. Remember, in these trend continuation trades, the 9 is our trailer. So as long as we're trading under the 9, we're in good shape. But here, when the 20 and everything is so close, I may defer to the 20. But here we just had this big move up and, had to stop out here. And we actually grinded our way up. And then here's an ill-advised trade here. What I did was I anticipated this was going to break this time. You can see how we traded above VWAP. We pulled back, made a higher low. I'm thinking we're getting ready to trend up, and we're going to make a run back up to the 50. So I get in. I don't wait for confirmation or claim of the VWAP. I anticipate it. And this is typically what happens when you anticipate. It doesn't always work out. And we ended up coming back, ended up stopping out, giving back some of my good profit. This morning was a really solid day. Solid morning. And ended up giving back, some of it because I was looking for something later in the afternoon. Kind of knowing that the market didn't have anything left to give. But we gave it a run and ended up giving back some of our morning. So sometimes that really gets to be, frustrating. But, I made the choice. In my reflection, I noted that this is not the time of the year to be doing this. So should have really been shut down after this last trade, and we didn't roll back over when we started claiming this. There's no trend continuation left. The trend is broken. So that's when I should have shut my day down. And would have been shut down with, maybe it would have been $400 and some. So it's kind of messed that up. So that was the trading day. Looking for an excellent day tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some good activity coming our way, and we'll look to do that.